Hi, we're Title Fight. Oh, you're watching the Rockstar Stories on Swept Away TV.
Hi, I'm Ben Polliger from Sweatway TV, and I'm here today with Title Fight.
How you doing? I'm Ned.
I'm Jamie.
Oop. Knocking over the bagel. I'm Ben.
I'm Shane.
So, just wanted to start off. What is it like to be performing today with Day to Remember and Rise Against?
This is a pretty crazy experience because this is by far the biggest thing we've ever done. And we're used to playing small clubs and small venues and stuff like that. So to be playing the shows that we've been playing over the last couple of weeks are pretty crazy. But we're having fun and we're just kind of easing into it. You know, it's as you know, people are here to see A Day to Remember and Rise Against, and that's cool and that's fine. But we still play and we have fun, and hopefully people check us out and are into us. And when we come back again on our own, they'll come back. So that's kind of the whole goal of us doing this. So hopefully it pans out for us.
That was on the money for me, in my opinion.
What are your favorite childhood bands and inspirations for your music?
It definitely varies person by person, but when we started this, we were 12 and 13 years old. Our favorite band was Blink-182 by far. And I think them and bands like Descendants and who else? Movie Life and stuff like that. Those were all the bands that we were really into. And what else?
That's it.
Yeah, basically.
As we got older, we got into bands like Jawbreaker and Sam I Am and Seaweed, and then so on, and just kept going further and further into bands like that and stuff. So it's definitely evolved and changed, but when we started off, it was just, you know, the bands that we were into when we were little kids, and that was really just Blink-182.
Yeah. What was your favorite song that you guys have performed as a group?
I don't know. What do you think? I like Shed, I think.
I like Shed or 27.
I'm not really sure. Leatherface.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
I think my favorite song to play right now is a song called You Can't Say Kingston Doesn't Love You. That's one of the new record. It's fast and it's fun and it's, I don't know. That's just personally my favorite to play right now, I think.
And you guys have a new album coming out in September, right? What is it like to knowing that you guys have something coming out really soon, and how are you guys preparing for it?
It's stressful. It's very stressful. It took us about, honestly, 2 years to get our first full length out, and that's writing and recording and waiting for it to come out and everything. So that was a long process, and it was the first time we had ever done it. So it was really us figuring out everything and how we wanted to do it. And so I guess we kind of have a little bit better understanding of how to do it now, but it's still hard. And the hardest part is right now we're on the road, and we have to get it done sometimes. So we just really, when we were home before, we were really practicing every day and trying to come up with as much material as we can. So, I mean, that's really all we could do is just really practice and write and try our hardest to write stuff that we like. That's what we have been doing, but it's just as stressful, if not more stressful than the one we had done before. With the new time constraints and everything, we never had to deal with that before. It's definitely weird, but it's pushing us, and we're writing faster, and we're practicing longer and stuff, and I think that's cool, and I'm having fun with that.
And you guys created some music videos, including 27 and Shed. What was that like, and how does that compare to creating a new song?
Shane, video man.
It was pretty, I guess in ways it was similar, but we never like made a video before this record, so it was kind of exciting just to kind of like be able to like come just like it's like a new thing to get into and like kind of like discover, what we like and how to go about it. So it's just fun coming up with ideas for stuff like that because it's just like it's totally different than like thinking about a song. 'Cause it's just like you're on a different wavelength, I guess. I don't know. It's just I think it's more fun because it's like more casual. And we had like Ned's girlfriend film the video for 27. And we just did it in their house, so it was just like really like comfortable and easy. It's fun to just kind of like keep it really simple, but also just be creative with your friends and like be able to do something that's interesting, but like something different than you're used to normally doing. It's way different than writing a song, but I don't know. There's similarities and differences, I guess. But yeah. Wow, that's a tough question. Does anybody else? Oh yeah, we use like a VHS camera. This drum is really loud. We use a VHS camera for 27, and for Shed we did like we used Super 8. We had this guy, Kevin Custer, come and do it. But it's just cool to kind of like push the bar a little bit because I feel like when you sign to like a label like Side One Dummy or anything like that, and like you have like a little bit of money to like make a video, like most bands' instinct is like, oh, like let's like this guy with a shiny HD camera and make like a video of us like I don't know doing something really dumb. But we just try to keep it simple and like something we'd be proud of, down the road. I don't know.
Yep.
And individually or as a group, do you guys have any pre-show rituals or pre-writing song rituals or routines?
I don't think we have any. I don't know. We cereal every day. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think pre-show rituals.
This and pray.
We just get nervous. That's about it. I don't know. I try to start stretching, but I forget every day. So. Yeah.
We're trying to practice skateboarding. It's not really a ritual, but
Yeah. So no, not really. Sorry.
And with all the new technology we have today, the future of music is changing with the ways of illegally downloading and pirating music. Do you have any like ideas of what you think the future of music is going to become, especially with new musicians trying to get a name out there and how hard it is?
I think music's at a really weird phase right now. Being a band is really cool, but at the same time, it's really easy, and I think it's almost might be too easy right now. Not to say anything about bands today, because I think there's a lot of cool bands, but I think there's kind of this mentality now that you could be a band and you put up a song on Facebook or, a couple years ago it was MySpace or Bandcamp or anything. You get a Twitter, you get a Tumblr, and then that's all you need to do. And then after that, people are supposed to come to you. And just by putting yourself out on the internet, that's kind of, people think that's all you have to do to be a band and to get on tour and do all this stuff. And completely the opposite of what you really need to do. And there's so much more involved in, writing good songs and just really putting effort into playing shows and making something of yourself and of your band. And I think a lot of the internet has put that to the wayside. A lot of great things that come with the internet, and being able to check out bands from all over the world and do all this stuff is really cool. And I've found out of so many bands through websites and been able to check out bands like that. But at the same time, I think people feel almost like entitled that because whatever they're on whatever social network that they don't have to go out and look for these new bands and that they should come to them and stuff. So I think on the band side and even on the fan side, it's things are getting weirder. But I think it's going to push bands to be more creative, and it's going to push bands to think more outside of the box. And I'm ready and excited for that challenge. And I'm excited to see what other bands do and excited to see what we come up with to do something different. Thanks, Shane.
And Do you have any words of inspiration that you want to give out to young bands like trying to get bigger today?
Have fun. Yeah, it's fun to play places like this. It's really cool, and it's cool to see all these people. But I think at the end of the day, you either have to make a decision. Do you want to do something that you like, or do you want to do something that other people like? And if you can do both, then that's the best of both worlds. But at the same time, there's going to be bands that are going to come out and they're not going to be what you like, and they're going to be doing stuff, and that's cool. And if people make money, great. That's great. But at the same time, music is something really cool and really important and really influential. And I think it's something that you have to take very seriously, and that you can't just kind of abuse the power behind it. So if you're trying to start a band and you're trying to get big, it might not happen. But if it does happen, that's great. And if it doesn't, just have fun and do it with your friends and play as many shows as you can and meet as many people and travel as far as you can, because you might not be able to do it the next day. So just have as much fun as you possibly can.
Sad.
Thank you.
Play as many shows as you can, but you said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's like a secret formula to like becoming a big band, but I think like something that's really important is kind of just like do your own thing, and like have your friends make your t-shirt designs and have your friends make your videos, and just kind of keep it like a pure representation of what you're about and like what you're, you don't have to go looking for like, whoever's the cool like album artist or whoever's the cool producer or whatever like that. Just make something unique to yourself and show the world like what you and your friends are all about. And I think, if it's cool, people will catch on to that.
And last question, do you guys have any funny moments or something that you won't forget that you want to share with us that happened on tour or when you guys were together?
This is always a
Wait, what were you gonna say? I was gonna say one time we were on tour and our old merch guy, his appendix was infected or something, and it's just a crazy story. It's not that funny, but he got his appendix taken out. We took him to the hospital, got his appendix taken out that night, picked him up the next morning, and we kept going on tour with him. That's pretty crazy.
The funny part about that story is we drove to like our friend's house somewhere in Colorado, and it was like really early in the morning, and we were just trying to sleep for a couple hours before the show. And our merch guy, Dan, like started to feel sick, and I fell asleep. And I woke up to everybody in the room watching South Park on TV, and Dan like laying in the corner, like sounding like he was dying, like holding his stomach, just like almost in tears. And he's like a tough guy, so he's just like screaming in agony and pain. And I'm just like, I woke up and I was like, how long has he been doing this for? And everybody's just watching South Park. They're like, I don't know, like an hour or so. And I'm like, yo, we gotta go to the hospital. And then something was wrong.
I got a funny story.
That was food poisoning.
I have a funny story. One time we were in Arizona, and we took our friend on tour with us, and he didn't have any money, and he wanted to go back home to Richmond. He was living in California, and so he said that he would get us anything we wanted for free, and he ended up getting caught stealing from a Subway, and we almost got arrested and taken away to prison until they found out that it was just 4 waters, and they made us pay $8, and that was it. And now we're free at last.
All right, thank you.